This is Campingmoon XD-2F, and this is my main stove, which I used almost for every outdoor adventure I had for the past year. Today I want to share my thoughts and some experience with those who's thinking about buying this great stove. I want to focus on things which really matters, so this review looks more like question and answers. For beginning, let's take a look what happens to this stove after 1 year. Stove itself still looking like brand new product, except of this head which changed color a little bit. Pot supports are still strong. Any changes of the metal due to the high temperatures operating perfectly and sits great on the head of the stove. Overall build quality is excellent, and it even has the brass thread here to protect the thread of the canister and the stove itself from the damage, and this is really cool. I'm using this case while camping, but when I'm hiking, I'm transporting this stove in my pod. This is nice quality case, which doing its job for 100%. This stove has extremely good efficiency thanks to 3 factors. The first one is built-in pressure regulator. How it works? Pressure regulator helps you to achieve consistent flame in different conditions. For example, when you have new gas canister, pressure regulators close just a little bit to save you some fuel. But when situation is opposite and your canister is low, pressure regulator will open and grant you a stable flame. This is very useful feature, especially at cold weather seasons when pressure in canister is low. The second is built-in windshield and the creator form factor of head instead of form factor of heel, as many other stoves made. And the last one, but not less important, it's a height between the pot supports and the pod itself. This is very low profile stove, and with combination of this windshield, it's grant extremely good wind protection and overall performance, which is possible due to these small holes on the leg of the stove, which takes all the airflow needed for gas burning. So this stove don't need the space here to take the air for gas burning, because all the needed air is taken by these holes. I will not take your time for shooting tests, but in terms of performance, I will just put the numbers of boiling water tests here so you can take a look how fast it can boil water and how much gas it spends. I have 0 accidents where I dropped off something from this stove because of the great full-size pot supports. I boiled water in the standard pot, I used the bigger kettle, I made a coffee in coffee makers like this, and even cooking with a pan is not a problem for this stove. As I told before, usually I keep the stove inside of the pot with the 100 grams canister, just collapsing the handle, taking pot supports off, then stove goes inside of the pot and the pot supports goes in, and this is my ready-to-go kitchen. And what I love about this stove is that nothing sticks off the profile. There is no parts which can be broken. In many other stoves I used, the weakest point is the igniter. Igniter here is fully covered with metal and located parallel to the leg of the stove, which creates very sturdy and stable construction. And also it looks very cool and minimalistic. I always have my lighter or ferro rod as a backup to ignite the stove, but this igniter never fails me. I have 0 problems with it, and I never use lighter to ignite this stove. I'm refilling canisters by myself all the time, and for me the nice bonus is that this stove can work on all types of gas. It can burn butane, isobutane, propane, so I can buy absolutely any gas I can find in the nearest store and not thinking about the type of gas, will the stove work or not. I can just forget about this. Next important question for a lot of hikers is the weight. The weight of this stove is 100 grams without the case. Is it the lightest stove in the world? No. For me personally, I will never change the comfort and efficiency of this stove for any 20 or even 50 grams which you can achieve, for example, with BRS 300 or any other ultralight stoves. With that small stoves, you can use only small pots because the pot supports is too small for something bigger. You can't put the kettle like this and, for example, losing half-liter water because of the accidentally drop off the kettle will take much more impact on your backpack than saving these 30 or 50 grams on the stove itself. And the last one is price. You can get this stove for $32 on Amazon and $10 less on AliExpress. You can get this on AliExpress for $20. Let me know in the comments which stove with such great parameters you can buy for $20. I'm absolutely sure that if I will broke this thing or just it will stop working, I will buy this stove again. Campingmoon did a really great job with this stove and it will be extremely hard to beat it for other companies. I even don't know how to do it because it looks like a perfect stove for me. I don't see any cons here. I can't say anything bad about it. I understand that there is no perfect gear, but this stove, it looks like a perfect one. If you're looking for a stove of this type, I highly recommend you the Campingmoon XD-2F because this is the best stove I ever used. I will be excited to hear your thoughts in comments if you're owner of this stove, and also if you know other great stoves which you're using or you know somebody who using and you can say that this is really great stoves, please write in comments. I will be very interested to check them out. Thanks for watching and see you in the woods.